Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions concerning this watch. Shiro Katayama of Japan started the way many of us do, as a car enthusiast. In fact, he took it all the way to designing cars. A high-level industrial designer like Benoit Mintians of Renaissance and Armand Biard of Sartori Biard, he made the jump to watchmaking because of his passion for machines. And so as his brand and his reputation have both risen in stature, he's rolled out watches in his own image, the mind's eye of his imagination. This here is the Japanese-made Otsuka Lotec 7.5. So a lot of people have seen the Uhrwerk like Wandering Hours number 5, or the Giuliano Mazzulli like number 6. The 7.5 is a little bit like something Vianney Halter might have created, and that's not a coincidence, as Halter is known for the Antiqua, designed with Jeff Barnes, and there's a little bit of that here, but Halter's also known for his gold file, which was designed to emulate a vintage camera, and so is this, a vintage 8mm multi-aperture camera. So taking a look at this watch in steel, 40mm in diameter, you can see there's a couple of different ways to measure the thickness of this one. It's just under 12 if you measure case back to top, and then if you measure the lowest of the apertures, it's going to be about 13.4 thick, and then if you measure the highest point, which is over here atop the jumping hours, then you're going to find that it is 14.9 there. But it is short across the wrist at 44.7 with a 20mm spacing between the lugs. See a couple of different decorations here. We have textures, we have finishes, we have matte, we have brushed, and then when we throw the watch on the wrist, it's easy to wear. It's a bit like a small wire lug Panerai Rajamir. Taking a look at how short it is across the wrist, even pulling the strap tight, I could recommend this in good conscience for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. Mine, for comparison, is 16. The strap's a lovely piece. We'll get a little bit closer. It's calfskin and it's rubberized, so it's got a sort of rubber-like slickness to it. It's almost velvety. You can see it is Otsuka Lotec branded, and it's got the company's relatively simple but branded, symbolic pin buckle. Rolling around, you can see it takes a 20mm lug spacing, and although it looks like it might be a sew-on, there are spring bars in there. You look carefully, you can just see them. We've got an unbranded crown that features a combination of knurling, brushing, and media blasting. And then we have brushing and media blasting up top. So you can see we've got a very subtle scrolling seconds down at the bottom, and if you pull the crown out, you do activate a hack function, so you can, in theory, set it to the second. We'll zoom over to where I've got a little bit more light and demonstrate how the rest of the watch, you've got a scrolling minute, and then here, you've got jumping hours. Now, Otsuka Lotec, based just outside of Tokyo, uses Precision Watch Tokyo for its modular complications, and that involves master watchmaker Hajime Asaoka, who is a fan of these and through Precision Watch helps collaborate on the complication system. The back, however, is a simple Miyota. You can see out back it is appropriately a Japanese-made movement, albeit a modest one, but that keeps prices reasonable. The movement in this case is a Miyota 82S5. It's an automatic with a 3 Hz beat rate. It's got about 40 hours of power reserve, the stop seconds function. It has the jumping hour complication module with the display system up front. Now the base caliber is 21 joules. The module adds another 5. And again, it is collaboration between Katayama, Asaoka, and the full-time staff at Precision Watch Tokyo. And all this is water resistant down to 30 meters. While not an elite movement, it is a very serviceable and reliable movement, which is a nice thing, considering that this brand's primary presence is in the Japanese domestic market. So this watch featuring a lot of art design, sort of taken straight from the artist's sketchbook to the realm of reality. Take a look at this seamless case. It's sort of a monoblock, as there's no separate bezel. It's a seamless look all the way around. It's a good look, too. Everything loads through the back. A handsome watch, an easy one to wear with JDM Cool. These are still sort of treated almost like contraband outside of Japan. They're not, but they're not common outside of Japan, and that's the important thing. Kind of the way Grand Seiko was 15 to 20 years ago. If you love this watch, it comes from one of the great masters of the modern era, one of the masters of design and ingenuity. He has an imagination that is infinite. He's going places, and someday you'll say, I had one of his early pieces. So reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.